Good evening, everyone. It's Mara, and tonight it is Sharing Wellness, Promoting Health Wednesday, and we're going to talk about skin health and loving the skin you're in because beauty, healthy skin begins from the inside out. Everybody wants great looking skin, don't we? I mean, almost $100 billion are spent on skincare products globally, and that doesn't count the $571 billion spent on cosmetics. 65% of women, 37% of men all purchase skincare products. When you have healthy skin and you feel good about your skin, it actually boosts your self-confidence and self-esteem. But most people, when it comes to their skin, we don't think about working from the inside out. We're just focusing on topical. So healthy skin isn't exactly just skin deep. The health of the skin is completely dependent on the health of the organs in our body. That includes the digestive system, the liver, the gallbladder, the circulatory system, the kidneys, the endocrine glands, and the reproductive glands. So you should never try to totally correct a skin condition with only topical treatments. Always look deeper, working to create healthy skin from the inside out, not the outside in. Our skin's actually an organ. In fact, it's the largest organ in the body, and it performs several vital functions. It's our part of our first line of immune defense. It protects us both from infections and toxins. It also plays a critical role in our body temperature. It's one of our biggest eliminative organs, and it acts as a backup to our colon and our kidneys. So the skin can eliminate both water-soluble substances via the sweat glands and fat-soluble substances through the sebaceous or oil glands. Detoxification can actually improve skin health. Traditional herbalism has always viewed the skin problems, especially eruptive diseases such as acne, dermatitis, rashes, eczema, as a sign of some toxic condition or an internal environment toxicity. Because the skin's being irritated, because it's eliminating irritating substances. And this causes the skin and the pores to become irritated. When we're looking at eruptive things, I think of blood purifiers. If you have skin issues, things on your skin, you have dirty blood, that's what I always say as an herbalist. So you want to clean up the internal environment. And blood purifying herbs act on the liver, kidneys, lymph, and blood to help move stagnant toxic conditions in the body. And they also reduce skin irritations and promote healing. And some of my favorite herbs for blood purifiers is burdock, yellow dock, and dandelion. Dandelion works on both the liver and the kidneys. Yellow dock and burdock kind of just clean as they go through the system. You also need to feed your skin the nutrients that it's going to need, and like any other organ, the skin needs nutrients from healthy foods. So if you have skin issues, try cleaning up your diet by avoiding some refined carbohydrates, processed vegetable oils, lots of food additives, and eat whole natural foods, especially fruits and veggies, and take supplements that can improve your skin health. Many skin problems, including aging, are caused by oxidative damage from sunlight, including redness, age spots, and more. Antioxidants in fresh fruits and veggies aid your skin health because our skin needs both water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin Bs, and fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E. If your hair's fraying, your fingernails break easy, or your skin lacks luster, you may need more minerals and more protein. Silica is an important mineral necessary for healthy skin, hair, and nails, and collagen is a protein that also aids these structures. And sulfur is another mineral that aids skin health. There's a formula NSP makes called HSN-W. I love that formula. I used that formula after I got sick with the virus and was losing my hair. I coupled that with collagen, and it really helped improve the appearance of my hair and my skin, and it wasn't so dry. And that formula contains a lot of horsetail, dulse, rosemary, and sage, which promote circulation, support the thyroid, and the skin. Collagen is a protein that helps to create healthy skin. A lack of it makes your skin thinner and more fragile, and adequate collagen helps the skin be more elastic, plumper, and smoother. Collagen levels deplete as we age, and you can get collagen supplements to improve skin health. Our skin also needs good fats. Fats are important for keeping the skin moist. If your skin's dry, make sure you're getting enough good fats like omega-3 essential fatty acids, flaxseed, evening primrose, coconut, organic grass-fed butter, olive oil. Also make sure you're getting enough fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E. You also want to support the glands for healthy skin. Hormones have a major impact on skin health, and this is particularly true for the thyroid and reproductive hormones, but the adrenal, pituitary, and pineal glands also can affect your skin health. So if you want healthy skin, support a healthy glandular system. Many people with dry, irritated skin and hair loss suffer with low thyroid. If your body tends to run on the cold side and you tend to gain weight easily or feel tired, you may need to feed your thyroid foods like seaweeds, kelp, dulse, and Irish moss. And seaweeds can be helpful if they're applied topically in facial masks as well as in the bath. Reproductive hormones are also involved in skin conditions, particularly acne. That's why I think so many teenagers are prone to acne, because of the hormonal changes taking place in their bodies. And balancing these hormones helps to keep these problems under control. And herbs that can help with healthy hormone levels are chaste tree, blessed thistle, red clover, sarsaparilla. You can also do seed rotation. If you Google that, I'll put a link in the description. That's been very beneficial from teenage to menopause. So when we're looking at topically for the skin, we want to make sure that we cleanse your skin properly. So you want to make sure your pores don't become clogged, and that you're using natural soaps that don't contain a bunch of harsh chemicals. And you don't want to clog your pores by applying really heavy makeup and cosmetics. Although makeup's really changed in the last 15 years, making it much lighter for our skin. So clay works great for skin cleansing and unclogging sebaceous glands or your oil ducts. It absorbs irritants from the skin, especially fat-soluble toxins like heavy metals. It's particularly helpful to use if the skin tends to be oily. And again, you can use clay in the bath as masks or poultices. And they're very helpful for acne, rashes, itchy skin, and skin eruptive diseases. Okay, I use, there's bentonite clay, which is more for the breaking out skin, and then there's more kaolin and pink clay for normal to dry skin. Also, sweating really helps you cleanse your skin. So if you don't normally sweat, you may want to think about trying to sweat. You can drink warm teas. You can eat foods like cayenne pepper, capsicum, ginger, peppermint, things that warm up the body. You can draw a bath as hot as you can comfortably tolerate. You may want to add some Epsom salt along with some relaxing essential oils. I like lavender or chamomile. I really like vetiver and rose are one of my favorite combos. Soak for about 15 to 20 minutes in hot water and get a good sweat going. If you're dealing with skin inflammation, redness, swelling, puffiness, and irritation, that's telling you, hey, your skin's getting inflamed. And you can soothe inflamed skin with some essential oils diluted in a fixed oil, like olive coconut. And you can also use aloe vera. I love aloe vera, and sometimes I'll put a drop of lavender in there or tea tree, depending on the skin condition I'm working with. So if you have red skin, chamomile, lavender, or neroli work well. I like the German chamomile for red skin. Dry skin, you could use chamomile, jasmine, sandalwood, ylang-ylang, or neroli. I prefer neroli. Oily skin, you can use lemon, rosemary, tea tree, or thyme, and I really like a combination of lemon and tea tree with a little bit of clary sage. So astringents, if you have oily or excessively moist skin, those can tighten and close the pores and firm up the skin. Examples of a astringent would be witch hazel. You can also use seaweed with dry, irritated skin because they're going to hydrate it and soften it. You can also add some aloe vera. Make sure when you're using personal care products that you are reading the ingredients and consider the products you use on your skin or your hair. Because a lot of cosmetics contain tons of chemicals, which can be absorbed into the body and add to the body's toxic load. What you put on your skin goes within. So if it's on your skin, it went within. There are a lot of skin issue people are interested in, and that acne, because acne plugs up the oil secreting glands of the skin, and it often is involved with hormones and eating unhealthy fats or having problems metabolizing the fats that you're eating. So if you are suffering with acne, try eliminating processed vegetable oils and fried foods and increase your vitamin A and D. I know when I was younger, I had eczema and would break out a lot, and I took cod liver oil, a spoonful a day my mom gave me because that was packed full of vitamin A and D for healthy skin. So for those of you having trouble metabolizing fat, there's the lipase enzyme may help you. There's also Colagogue herbs like dandelion, milk thistle, or burdock that support the liver. And if hormones are an issue, again, the seed rotation or chaste tree. If you do have acne and you're cleansing the skin, wash with a natural soap. Apply an enzyme spray to clear the pores, and you may want to take a look at silver or silver gel to destroy some microbes. And you can also use antimicrobial essential oils. Dermatitis, which is a Latin term that means inflammation of the skin, I know it is rash or hives, and I used to get a lot of hives, especially if I ate something I was allergic to. So acute dermatitis may be caused by poison ivy or exposure to irritating chemicals or an allergic reaction to foods. So you can accelerate the healing process of your skin with dermatitis if you help your body detox. So, we're looking at clay or seaweed baths. We're looking at, is this rash or hives due to something that I ate? Maybe you want to take an antihistamine. Maybe you want to take some vitamin C, quercetin, nettles. Those are really good when you're having allergic reactions. And you can take those internally and topically. Eczema, which I had when I was a little girl, usually occurs when you're exposed to external irritants, although they may exacerbate it. It typically involves problems with the gastrointestinal tract and liver, which need to be healed to permanently resolve it. When I was little, I couldn't drink milk because I wasn't lactose intolerant, but I was actually allergic to dairy, and that caused a lot of gastrointestinal issues for me, which created the eczema. So I switched to goat's milk. My mom switched me to goat's milk, and I took my cod liver oil, and it resolved itself. And that's why I think it's so common in children, because so much is being introduced. It's hard to pinpoint, but most people tend to grow out of it. So you want to, think about detoxifying, looking at the diet. Eczema is repeatedly irritated and inflamed skin. Your cells thicken as skin cells multiply, which gives you kind of a scaly effect. And like I said, it always also can involve food allergies. So make sure you're taking omega-3 essential fatty acids. Take vitamins A and D, possibly E, or, maybe you can stomach the cod liver oil like I did. Apply natural lotions. And there's usually a stress factor in eczema, and of course there probably would be if you're eating foods that are irritating your gastrointestinal tract. So you may want to focus on stress. And a lot of people deal with psoriasis, which is chronic and potentially disfiguring. It differs from eczema in that it involves rapid skin growth, probably due to an autoimmune reaction. So it builds up excess skin tissue that looks red and thick and is covered with silvery scales. A lot of people really need to focus on their diet for this, eating only fruits and vegetables for a period of time to give the body a break. You may want to take a look and see if you're suffering from food sensitivity or allergies. And you can experiment by limiting allergens such as gluten, corn, soy, and peanuts. Focus on gut health because an imbalance in gut flora or intestinal dysbiosis and leaky gut can attribute to it. So if you have gas, bloating, acid indigestion, or other signs of intestinal dysbiosis, you may want to focus on the gut while dealing with your psoriasis because we want to reduce cell proliferation. So large doses of vitamin A, vitamin E, B complex, support your adrenals, support the body in stress. And another common skin concern is rosacea, which is a chronic inflammatory skin condition. It's very similar to facial acne, except that it typically appears after the age of 30, and it's usually restricted to the face. Occasionally it can spread, and that's those red spots, and sometimes they say again that's digestive, or we're lacking hydrochloric acid, or you have poor digestion. So maybe you want to consider digestive enzymes and nutrients to improve antioxidants like bilberry, blueberries, and vitamin C to improve capillary integrity. So that's what I have for you today on skin health. So realize that it's not just topical, it does come from within. Listen to your body, pay attention to your body, see what foods make you uncomfortable, and just think about what's going on. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a couple weeks with another healthy habit.